Yeah, hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's boy, and I appreciate that you're here with me today. The first Honda on the channel, and it happens to be the Amaze. We love that. Thank you. You know that sound? The first Honda on the channel. Listen, if you don't know this thing, guys, no, you don't have like Uber or Bolt or whatever e-hailing service app that you're using currently in the country. Listen, I think this is what I'm thinking. This is the most important product that Honda has currently in the country for them as a business. I'm not saying, hey, it's the most fascinating, whatever, but as a business, I think this is the most important product, because when I think about the cars like this, like sedans like this, you wonder what happened to them as family vehicles, as cars that you'll take, pick up for runarounds and so on, because they're good value for money. I mean, there's plenty of space at the back. We'll talk about that, of course. And you're getting a sedan after all. It's not just a hatchback, but people moved more towards hatchbacks as first cars. And now I wonder, when you see me pulling up with this, really, do you think I'm like in some e-hailing service, or you thinking this is my daily runaround? Maybe you'll tell me in the comments. But to me, I think that's why it's very important for Honda, because it's probably outselling every other Honda out there. When I look at what's out there on the road and everything else, you will tell me, guys. I'm speculating right now. Otherwise, let me turn the camera around to tell you what this thing offers and everything else. Let's do it. Right, so here is our key. You hold to open the boot, then you get your unlock and lock button, nothing else, because this is our lowest spec trend. So in the variants, you either get the trend, which is this one, and you get the comfort. The comfort comes with the manual and the CVT, but this trend is only the manual. We'll talk about that more, of course, when you're driving. Now let's look at how it looks. They've changed it a little bit, because this one is the facelift. Is it a facelift? I don't know whether they call it a new one or facelift, but listen, the older one had this chrome strip here, and that's partly why it looked a little bit for me. But this one, I think opening up this grille made it actually look quite cool. I like how it looks. But do you even care? Like we said, my speculation is that a lot of people that are buying this are actually buying for business. And when you're in business, what you care about is durability. You care about the costs of running the business and fuel consumption, probably insurance, probably, and then everything else comes after. But listen, they did not ruin anything about how it looks, because when you look at it right now, unlock, you get the LEDs when it comes to indicators. When it comes to the DRLs as well, you get LEDs. At the back as well, you get the same. The headlights as well are LEDs. I like that about it, because this is the lowest spec. I mean, this thing comes at around 255,000 rands, I think, to be specific. So yeah, I think they've done a great job with that, because otherwise in other brands, you're going to get some light bulbs everywhere. And when you come to the side, what you will notice is that this one comes with these 15-inch rims that are just like a little bit plain, rather. But when you get the comfort, you're going to get these rims that are at least look like diamond cut like, and it's dual tone and so on. But I don't think that matters that much, man. When I'm in business, honestly, I'll be thinking too much as to whether I should add another 25 grand for the manual comfort, or another get to around 295 as well for the CVT. So from that perspective, I'm not sure about it. At the back, listen, from design perspective, there's something that I don't really like about the Indians produced cars, because this one, it's coming from India, that's for sure. You can see, because there are rules and regulations and everything else in India that are making it to be like, sub 4 meter like this. Because this one, you can see it's a little flat at the back. You should see the Suzuki Desire as well, which is direct competitor for this thing. It's almost designed in the same way. They're trying to manage this, because when you have a car that is more than 4 meters, you're going to pay more taxes in India. But listen, again, like I said, at the back, you get the LEDs as well. I like what they've done with that. But this is not LEDs. I'm already showing you what's happening at night. Maybe I'm not even gonna have to do the others. In the boot, I think you get more than 450 liters or something like that. I will just confirm on the screen. Of course, in here you get your spare wheel, as you can expect from cars like this. This is not where you should not be getting a spare wheel. In the back right here, probably you're locked. Probably something that is interesting is the air vents, and then you get the outer outlet. Is that the 12V socket? Yes, 12V socket, so it's not a USB. Unfortunately, for people that are going to be sitting at the back, I'm sorry, but you will get an armrest, of course. That is quite interesting, especially because a lot of people are going to be sitting in the back. But are you going to be in an Uber and maybe let me not say that, because other people are going to buy it for family. But yeah, let me not erase that point. In front right here, you will see that you do get your standard steering wheel. It's not even covered by leather or anything like that, because like I said, this is the lowest spec. The seats are cloth and everything else. You can see it is manual. Do I hate the fact that it's manual? I don't think I hate it for that, because this really is what I would call budget car in today's terms. We've been saying budget cars right now are fetching around 400 and everything else, but should you hate this one? Nah, I don't think we should. And you know what? Now it's actually raining. I should just show you on the windscreen right here that now it's gonna be bad for me. So I need to get in. We're gonna drive, talk about it more. Let's go. Oh, it looks like it's getting late, so we're gonna try and mix this as if it's a night one and stuff. But it's because it's raining now. There are clouds. It's only like around 5:30, and I don't know, it's already dark here. I hope you can see in the car with the camera and everything else. But listen, we are in the 1.2 liter Honda Amaze, as I've already indicated. So we're talking 66 kilowatts and 110 Newton meters of torque. It's paired to a 5-speed manual. You can get the manual in two variants, which is the Comfort and the Trends that they're offering right now. The Trend, which is this Trend that we're in right now, is the manual, or you can get the Comfort 1.2 with CVT, and it even has pedal shifters. I guess you pay more for such stuff. I think when it comes to the pricing, this one starts at around 255,000 rands, and the Comfort 1.2 manual will cost you a 20,000 extra at around 275, and then the top spec CVT comes in at around 295,000 rand. So let's start it. All of them come with this push start button. You can see that we have some I like how, like, when it starts, it's showing like your Amaze. It sings a little bit for you and all those things. Well, Honda, well, this is a nice touch. As to whether we need it, I don't think it's a need, but in this case it didn't even cost us more, because it's only 255k that we get this stuff. It's even showing that I'm wearing my seat belts. There is a lot more stuff that you can get. I said okay, let's say home. Currently we're averaging 6.6, and yeah, you can see that the screens as well, they look quite good, because it's digital here. You get this, I think it's 8-inch. I don't think I care about the inches and everything else. Let's get on the way before those cars come. All right. So that's how it goes. I wasn't trying to pull it too hard or anything like that, because honestly I don't think it's meant for that, honestly. So from that, I don't think it's necessary for us to act as if this is a sport car or anything like that. Most people that are going to be in this car are probably going to be in the back, and others are going to be the drivers. As I've explained, according to me, when I'm looking at the market right now, a lot of people that are buying this are buying it for e-hailing services. So from that perspective, that's going to be my perspective, basically, like in terms of how I'm perceiving this car. And that's why even initially I was like, does it matter that it's doing all this nice stuff and so on? Like I said, when you are in business, there are things that matter and things that don't matter. Listen, there's a reason why the Hilux, the Toyota Hilux, is probably one of the most, if not the most best-selling car in the country. And when you check those stats and dig deeper, you'll see that actually business might be driving this because of the kind of bakkies that they're buying in this case. Like the single cabs are contributing a lot to those stats. So the reason I was saying this is probably the most important vehicle for Honda was precisely because of that. That right now in the market, to get a sedan that sometimes you can go far with, like home in the rurals, if you're from the rurals, wherever that is, you hardly gonna be able to get a car for less than 300,000 rands. It's not that easy. But when you're looking at the cars that are around this same price, I mean, you will look at I think there is a i10, Hyundai i10 sedan, Suzuki Desire, which I believe it's like almost photocopy of this in terms of what it offers and everything else. Then you also get the Polo, which is a little bit more expensive, the sedan one. You do get the Corolla, but the Corolla is priced out. I mean, it's even when people are using Corollas for these services, e-hailing services and so on, I think it's compared to this, let me not bring it in. It's gonna be unfair because again, it's more powered, 1.8, some of them 103 kilowatts and so on. So nah, let's not bring it in. Another car that maybe you will bring in, which brand offers a car like this? I'll think about it as we go. But that's the level, that's the standard that we are looking at. And when people are buying this, even when you check some of them, the e-hailing service and so on, they don't even care whether it has nice rims or anything like that. They just, look, I'm in business and I know this thing can take me anywhere, because luckily most of them are not complicated. As much as it's like a natural aspirated and you will be worried about performance, but if I was to get into business, I'm worried about durability, eh? Durability will be the first thing, because I don't want a single day where I can't run my business. That's just how this thing goes. Now you get this 1.2 liter natural aspirated. Sometimes, depending on where you're buying it, you might find that others are offering 1.5s and so on. Natural aspirated for me is the way to go, especially when you're buying into this segment. We'll talk about people who are buying for family later on, because look, I'm doing 120 now. I don't feel like I'm unsafe. I don't know if that is the correct way to put it, because I feel safe. I'm all right. I feel comfortable in it. And that's something that I applaud Honda for, because this thing, as much as it's natural aspirated, you know, I always complain about this as well, to say, hey, natural aspirated engines, sometimes they scream a lot. But the insulation levels in here, especially when it comes to the engine noise, I'm impressed. Very much impressed. The tires that are here as well, they're quite big, so they're supporting this vehicle like enough. Let me keep quiet now. There is no, like, the road noise right now, it's almost minimal, and I've driven on various surfaces in town, just driving around on a normal daily, and now on the open road like this, I'm still pretty much comfortable. I have to give it to them. One thing that I can say is that the seats, because this car is not as big as much as it's a sedan, you can feel that this seats like where they end on my body. And believe me, I'm not like a big guy, like, so I can imagine someone who's bigger than me, how they're gonna feel when it comes to that. The comfort levels overall, they're quite all right. Despite this car sitting on torsion beam at the back and everything else, the comfort levels, I'm happy with them. They're quite good. And this thing, I think for me, what they're trying to achieve with it, probably they've done that. It's just that now we are sitting at a point where you're swimming in a market that is, yeah, it's so competitive. I mean, your direct competitor is one of the best selling manufacturers in the country right now, and you can't ignore that fact. You can't. Is there a reason why you would go for the other and not for the other? Probably service, after sales and everything else might influence what you're gonna choose overall. But you know, Honda has been there with your Mazdas before. When it comes to durability, it's been topping the lists of cars that are durable and everything else. So I don't doubt that it will be durable. And if it can drive like this, I'm not expecting it to be like a sport car. I'm not expecting to catch up to, is that a Polo in front of me? I'm not expecting to catch up to it at any given point in time and just say I'm rushing and stuff. If I want to rush, I can literally just do this and it's enough. It's enough. And that's the thing that probably I like about this. No frills, no whatever English says. They didn't try too much. They knew what they were trying to achieve with this. Look, this is a car. This is what, when you say, I'm looking for a car, this is it. Now, the question is, can you really buy it for family now? Look, I'll be honest with you. I didn't drive this car the whole time because I had instances where I was going to park in areas where it may be assumed by some taxi association probably that, hey, my man, who are you picking up people here? We're not supposed to do that because they're thinking maybe I'm on Uber or I'm on Bolt or whatever e-hailing service that someone might be thinking about right now. So that is an element that I think for me sometimes deters people from actually buying into this segment and just saying, I'm looking for a family car, I can drive this every day. Because the moment you pull up, everyone is already thinking that maybe you bought it because you have another car, this one you're going to use it for business, or this is your car but mainly you're using it for business. That's just how I see this market right now when it comes to what you will get in the country right now. Is it a bad market? I don't think so. I've gotten in some that I felt that they're not as comfortable. This one though, from the driver's seat, I'm sold. I'm impressed. They've done a great job. And another thing, of course, that you will care about is the insurance. The more the car is all over and susceptible to threats like crime and all those things, then the insurance will go up. When it comes to Honda, probably, I don't think it's going to be like that. I'm not sure. I'm speculating right now. That's another point that probably it will get. But should I say it's any better? I'd be lying. I'd be lying because these cars are almost, especially if I'm comparing it to the Desire, it's almost photocopy from the power figures and everything else. I think even they have the same power figures, if I remember very well. I even checked, I even thought they were made from the same manufacturer in India, but no, they are not coming from the same place. I think the other one is coming from the other side of the country, and the other one, let me not say too much about that. I'll end up lying here for you, and you will come for me. I know you'll come for me when it comes to that. But listen, I'm not mad at it. They've done a great job putting LEDs everywhere. Coming inside, you did not have to complicate it. The screens shouldn't be expensive these days. When it comes to everything else, you get your controls here on the steering wheel for the sound system, for the screen here, and you don't get anything else. There's no need to complicate a car like this. This is a budget car, and that's what you do when you actually manufacture a budget car. You don't complicate stuff. But one thing that impresses me is the comfort levels. Can't say performance is giving me anything, and that makes me worry about the CVT, because the CVT has a tendency of just screaming. That's why I prefer manuals when the engine is not highly powered. But let's not forget that there are cars that you are driving there every day that have like 55 kilowatts and all those things. This is 66. It's not like it's the worst thing. Let's pull it just, okay, sorry, okay. Why are you flashing? Okay, that's how it goes, guys. Listen, if you decide to get this car for any reason, you will be okay. Sorry guys, you know, sometimes when I see some movements that are funny, I get distracted. But listen, you will get a 5-year or 200,000 kilometer warranty, and also a service plan that is up to, I think, 60,000 kilometers or 4 years. So you're actually getting a good car. Should I say pick this over everything else? I really can't say that, but the fact that I trust Honda with durability is something that I'd say to myself that they've done a great job. And again, I didn't check if the others are offering like LEDs with lower spec and so on. This comes standard with LED, push start buttons. You get your Android Autos and all those things. I think these things these days are standard. I don't even talk about this stuff anymore, man. I mean, overall, the spaces in here, practicality and everything else, I showed you in the boot and everything. It's a practical car. It's all right. This is one of those that I think for me, I really can't say for family because of the situation in the country right now. But for business, you can go right and just, you know what do they say? Right away, right, whatever English says. Just, you can go buy it. You can go buy it if you want to get something that is reasonable and it's not going to have issues that are just all over and stuff. It's not complicated in any way. So from that, I think I can't say much, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I leave you with the sound system, as much as it doesn't matter, but it has a 4-speaker sound system. When you get the Comfort, you will get a 6-speaker sound system. As to whether it's good or not, it doesn't matter really. It's all right though. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I think they said on paper it can do 5.5 liters, but because I've been doing a lot of urban drive, currently we're doing 6.3. I'm not mad at it. I think it's all right. The fuel tank, it's not that big as well. I think it's 35 liters, so you might be going to the pump more often than you'd like, but I don't think it matters much because a lot of e-hailing services are actually around town, so you'll always just be around barricading in this thing. Fuel stations. Guys, I'm out. It's already night now already. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Till the next one, I am out.